For many weeks, I've been testing the best gaming headset with a microphone that works well on iPad and iPhone while plugged in to PUBG Mobile. It's really not simple to get it right, and that's why I made this video for you to get the right setup and the best quality that gives you the best communication with your teammates. My name is Shark from MVP Gaming, and this is my cat. Mia, go away! I'm recording a video! Go away! Remember to subscribe, and let's dive into it. I'm going to cover in this video also which one is the best external mic. I'm speaking to it right now, and you'll discover in this video which one it is. Why it's important to have an external mic? Because it gives you the best quality to speak with your other team members. If you don't have the right setup, or if you don't have a mic, then PUBG Mobile will automatically use the internal mic of your iPhone or your iPad. And well, on this channel we play with a lot of subscribers, and I have to say that like in 80 or almost 90% of the cases, the sound and the quality of the microphone is unfortunately really bad. You need to set it up really right. Why? Well, PUBG will use the internal mic of your device, of your iPhone, iPod, or iPad, or your Android device. And when you're touching the device, it gives a cracking sound, a rustling sound. And that's really annoying. It's every time you touch your phone, it will be something like this, or even worse. So that's why you need an external mic, so your hands don't touch the mic at all when you're playing. We'll cover all that in this video. The reason why I focused on headsets is because I like the bass sound of a headset and also the noise cancellation of it. It's much better than earbuds. This, what you see right now, are regular Apple Earbuds. It's okay, but yeah, it's nothing special, and it doesn't have enough punch, doesn't have enough sound quality to me. And I also discovered that actually the Apple original Lightning or mini jack plugs, they don't work well with PUBG, with iPhone and iPad. It gives you kind of a mono sound. I don't know why, but it's just like PUBG is, and it sometimes doesn't really work well. Now it's time to test out some microphones. You hear me speaking now through the Apple Earbuds wired built-in mic. The disadvantage is that it's very small, so it doesn't capture the depth of your voice. And also when you move your head around, like this, it just scratches against your clothes, which makes a little bit of noise. Also, this type of mic captures quite a lot of the ambient sound around you. So it's okay, this Apple version, it's better than some of the other built-in mics that I'm going to test. Still, obviously, a mic that's close to your mouth will sound a lot better. Now I will try out the microphone of the Astro A40. You hear me speaking now through the Astro A40 headset microphone. It's close to my mouth, so that's really good. But I think that this microphone doesn't sound as good as the other ones, even though that this is actually probably the most expensive one, or one of the most expensive ones. So this is definitely not my first choice. I prefer the other ones that I'm going to cover in a while, in just a moment. When it comes to the sound of the headphones itself, I don't like this one. The sound feels a little bit flat. It's actually almost like the worst of all the headphones that I tried. It sounds cheap, but it's actually not. It's one of the most expensive ones, so that's surprising. So I wouldn't suggest to waste your money on this, especially that the microphone isn't great either. And if you're on a tight budget, or if you'd like a really good one, I'd prefer that you take another one. And I'll cover that in this video, what is a better choice. Now this is the BlackShark. This is a really great choice if you are on a tight budget. It's around $60 and the sound of the headphones is really good and the microphone as well. So let's try out the microphone itself in a game. This is the BlackShark mic. I love this one, especially for the shoestring budget of around $60. But you have to have a really good position of the mic, because if you put it close to your mouth, like now it's really close to my mouth, it gives you a little bit of overdrive. It's just too loud. If you put it further away from your mouth, then, well, people can't hear you well. Somewhere in the middle is the ideal position, but that disadvantage that it makes it too loud, distortion, overdrive when it's too close, and far away, people don't hear you so well. Well, that doesn't make it the best one. There are other better ones than this one. But for a shoestring budget, as I mentioned, it's a great combination with a headset. So this one is okay for the shoestring budget, and yeah, I like it. It's really cool. And for $60, it's a really good headphone and also a really good mic. So it's light also in feeling. It doesn't press your head. You can wear it for a really long time. The microphone is quite okay. There is a little cushion there that diminishes the puff sounds. So yeah, for PUBG it really works well, and I'll get into the setup later on, how to set it up so it works really well in game. This is the SteelSeries headset, and I'm going to try out the microphone right now. This is the SteelSeries mic. I think this is an awesome mic. It's really great. I cannot hear the difference between this one and the Vmoda boom mic. It's really awesome quality. At the same time, I prefer the external Vmoda one because you can connect it to a different headset. And other headsets sound better than this headset. The SteelSeries is a really good headset when it comes to the sound in your ears. I'd give it like a 7, yeah, 6, 7. It's quite okay. There are some better ones actually, the other ones. Yeah, that one over there is like a 4. The BlackShark that I covered is like a 7 as well. So the microphone though of this one is, I like it really good. It's really good quality of the SteelSeries. So it's as good as the top microphone that I'm going to go over later in the video. So I like the SteelSeries very much, but comparing the price and only the 7 score of the headset itself, it's not the best option for your money. So that's why let's have a look at a few other ones. Like, for example, this one. This is my old Bose headphones. And yeah, this one was okay. Let's try it out. When I'm not testing the microphone on this one because I don't have a microphone attached to it. But yeah, it's pretty okay. The noise cancelling is nice, but it has a little bit of a metal sound, and I prefer like to have like a warm sound. So and also the noise cancelling isn't as powerful as the best option that I'm going to discuss later on. So let's say that this one is 7.5 on 10 for the sound. It's good, but not as good as the next ones. The other disadvantage is that the connector here is different than the standard mini jack, and it's not so easy to use if you don't have the right jack for it. So it's not like a standard version, it's smaller mini jack version. And that's annoying because it's not compatible with the most microphones out there, and especially not with the Vmoda one that I'm going to discuss later on. This is a really great headset. It's the M200. There is one more better than this one. This is the big brother, but then I'm going to cover that in a moment. This is the big brother of the M100. And I don't like this one so much because it's 50% more expensive and sounds worse than this one, the M100. I like the M100. It's really awesome. It's 50% cheaper than his bigger brother, the M200. This M100 is awesome. It has a lot of bass, more than the M200, and it's really awesome because it sounds amazing. I give it a 10 on 10. And what's also great is you get a compatible mic for inside the cable built in for PUBG, but the mic itself is really bad. But you can substitute it, which I'll explain in just a moment. Let's try out this mic first. My least favorite is the Vmoda built into the cable mic. Also, when I move around, it makes a bit of noise. And also, I feel like I'm inside a tube or inside a basement or something. It's not really good. But luckily, Vmoda has a boom mic that is really awesome, that is close to your mouth. But it's not this one. So the sound of the M100 is awesome, and you can plug in this little gem. This is my favorite mic. It's the Vmoda Boom Pro that you can plug in into almost any headphone. The Vmoda ones, but also into my favorite one that I'm going to discuss in just a moment. And this gives you really good sound because it's close to your mouth and it sounds really awesome. I'm going to show it in just a moment. So it's compatible with this M100, and while I plug it in, this is what it gives. This is the Vmoda microphone. This is my favorite one. It sounds really great. It's compatible with all headsets that have a mini jack plug-in into the headset. So it's multifunctional, it's separately available, and it sounds really great. Close to your mouth, with a little puff filter on it, it does really amazing magic. It's the best thing you can get out there, and it doesn't cost much either. So this is my top choice. So while the M100 is really awesome together with the M200, which is 50% more expensive, the disadvantage is that it's heavy, a lot heavier than the best one I'm going to discuss in just a moment. And I can't wear it for a really long time. It kind of presses my ears. So that's why I don't like this one so much to wear for long games, like more than 1 hour, because my ears would start to hurt. And that's why I don't know what it does with that pressing thing, but it feels very tight. And I don't have a big head, so it's not me, I think. And the weight as well, it's not that great. It doesn't have so much noise cancelling as the other ones, which is another disadvantage. But for music or for playing, it sounds really awesome. This is the Sony wireless version 4. And it's the new version of the little brother that I'm going to discuss in just a moment. And the reason why I'm discussing these is because it's the new version, and they sound actually very similar as version 3. What I love about these is the noise cancelling. It's really powerful. And I tried it once with a vacuum cleaner next to me. I just couldn't hear the vacuum cleaner. So it's really awesome. Comparing the sound quality, I would score the previous Vmoda headphones a 10 on 10. And these Bose headphones, both this version and version 3 that I'm going to discuss in just a moment, get both 9.5 on 10. The only thing, the downside is that it's really expensive for what it is, compared to the version number 3, which is a lot cheaper. So if I would choose between these light ones, version number 4, and version number 3, this one here, then I would choose these ones because they sound very similar. Actually, they sound pretty much the same, but they're a lot more cheaper. I did a blind test and I can't hear the difference. Now, what you need to set it all up is this one. That's a certified Apple adapter between Lightning and mini jack. A mini jack that plugs into your headset. And it needs to be Apple certified. That's very, very important. So make sure you use this one for iPhone or iPads. It could be if you don't have a lightning adapter in your Android or something, it could be something else, of course. But it needs to be a certified, really good brand. And your microphone and headset will be plugged in here in this cable. It's a plug that has four pieces that go into it. So make sure that you plug in the plug that has 4 pieces on it. So the plug that goes in here is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the one that goes in here. It's a combination of microphone and headset sound. And obviously the other end, the one with 3, goes into your headset. And that's how you use it. That's how it works. And make sure that you also follow the instructions how to set it up with PUBG, which I'll discuss in just a moment. So this Vmoda mic, this is my favorite one. It sounds a lot better than cheaper options that I found out there that look similar. And the fourth element item that you need is this one. This is a dead cat. Well, it's not a dead cat because it's a little bit small for a dead cat, but that's what they call it. It's actually a dead cat paw. That's what it looks like here. You put it on here, and that helps you with getting rid of the puff sounds. Puff sounds are really important to get rid of. And when you have it on, it sounds really great in the wind, or when you do like sounds, then it just diminishes that effect, and it's really awesome. I have another video where I do a wind test. It's not this one, but definitely check out the other video where I do a wind test. Now you need all these items, all these 4 combined. That gives you the best quality. Now, I'm going to discuss how to set it up with PUBG, because that is important to get it right. Because if you don't do it in the way that I'm going to explain it, it might not work. It might seem to work when you're listening only, but if you're speaking to people, then they don't hear you well, or you might start hearing the sound mono when you enable the mic. So you plug it in when you're out of the game, not inside the game. You need to get out of the game to plug it in first, and then you open the game after that you plugged it in. That's very, very important. If you plug it in during the game, then it just won't work well. And then when you have plugged it in, then you go into an actual game. So I'm going to go right now into an arena training just to have access to the microphone settings, because I don't have a partner here on screen. And even if I had a partner in the game, it might change. So you need to go into an actual game. And then you disable the mic, you enable the mic again. And from this moment onwards, should work. If it doesn't work, then you'll need to do another step that I'm going to explain in just a moment. Now, very important is when you unplug this plug, it goes out during the game, or you move with your hands and it goes out, then you're stuck. You have to restart the whole process all over again from scratch. So make sure that it stays plugged in. Now, if the sound still isn't perfect at this stage where I am right now, you can do one more thing to get it right. And I need to do it myself a few times regularly as well. Is while in the game, you go and you close PUBG, you close the application on either iPhone or iPad. And then when you have closed the application, then you restart PUBG again. I know it's a little bit a strange process, but that's just how PUBG is. If I have not done these steps, and it took me a while to figure this out, then it just doesn't work. You get mono sound, for example, when you enable the microphone. That's really strange. You hear stereo, everything goes fine. When you're not enabling the mic, from the moment that you enable the mic, then you're in trouble, and you hear everything mono. So that's annoying. So that's why you need to follow these steps. So to summarize, here is the conclusion. The best headset for PUBG Mobile is not actually a real gaming headset. You won't find it online in the gaming category. It's a Sony headset with noise cancelling that is supposed to be used for traveling and listening music. That's what sounds the best according to me, and you can wear it a really long time. In total, you need 4 items to make it work with PUBG Mobile, and one of those items is a certified converter for Lightning or USB Thunderbolt to mini jack. And also, if you're on an iPhone or an iPad, you need to set up PUBG Mobile in a certain way with the steps that I explained in this video to make it really work well. Thanks very much for watching the video. Remember to subscribe for more awesome stuff here on MVP Gaming, and see you in the next one.